Psalms 140, verse 8, and it reads, "Grant not, O Lord Yahweh, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Selah." All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Yahweh being the name of the Father, who the world everybody calls God. Yahweh meaning he exists. Bahashem meaning in the name. Yahushai, who the world everybody calls Jesus Christ. Yahushai meaning he delivers. Bahashem in the name. Rakah Kodash, Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of their own lives throughout the four corners of the earth. To the Akwathium listening and learning in sincerity and in truth and in silence. Shalom. Akyam meaning brothers, Akwathium meaning sisters. Shalom meaning peace be unto you. It's your brother Shema from the Pillars of Benjamin camp here in Toronto with another lesson. We'll get right into it. Psalms 140, verse 8. Grant not, O Lord Yahweh. And this is a Psalm of David. Grant not, O Lord Yahweh, the desires of the wicked. Right, King David's praying to the Lord Yahweh Bashim El Shai to not let the desires of the wicked come into fruition. And what are the desires of the wicked? Who are the wicked? Esau, Edom. King David was speaking in the spirit. And what are their desires? NWO, One World Order, grain of rice, Revelation 13, verse 16 on down. The C hip, the M to the O to the T to the B. Further not his wicked device, right? His device. Esau's got many devices. His sorcery, his pharmakia, pharmacus, right? His deception, right? Destroying the food chain, right? And what's making news right now? This chemical spill, right? That's a device. What does Esau want to do? Kill off the wildlife, scorch the environment, kill off people them, right? With ailments and cancers, right? Esau wants to put up his 15-minute cities. Esau wants to WHO controls over how to handle emics. All goes back to control. But it's the Lord putting the spirit on Esau, Edom to roll. Because the Lord's got to judge this wicked, diabolical madman. Right? Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Selah. As for the head of those that compass me about, the head, who's the head of the house of Esau? Amalek. Right, compass me about, to surround. We're surrounded by this wicked, this ruling class elite. Right? Israelites, the meek. Right? Surrounded. Their foot is on our necks. Let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Right? Let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Right? They're liars. right? They control the media, right? No truth in them, right? King David is saying, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Verse 10, let burning coals fall upon them. Burning coals, this is going into the missiles. This is going into the end game for Esau, Edom, the destruction. Let them be cast into the fire, the missiles, the lake of fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again, right? Because this is the last hurrah for Esau, Edom. This is his last run. Because after this is what? Hardcore slavery for 1,000 years, beginning with their nobles and their princes, right? And then Obadiah 1 verse 18, right? What is Isaiah 14? Isaiah 14 verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, right? The Edomites that you see roaming the world, the Edomites that you see today, everywhere, ruling the world, their faces on your money, right? They are the children. They are their fathers in this incarnation. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, right? They are their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities, right? This is it. This is their last queen. This is their last. This is it for them. This is this heaven that they're in, their rulership. This is it, right? They will never fill the face of the world with cities again. They will not rise nor possess this land, the world again, ever. This is it. Verse 22, for I'll rise up against them. The Lord's going to rise up against you, Edomites, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh, right? Root or branch, Malachi 1 and 4. Right? The name and remnant and son and nephew of you Edomites. Verse 23, I will also make it a possession for the bittern, America. Bittern is desert animals. And pools of water. And I will sweep it with the besom of destruction. The besom is a sweeping agent like a broom. Saith the Lord of hosts. Right, that's the lake of fire, man. Right? That's the end game for Babylon the Great, America the Great. Thus saith the scriptures. Back in Psalms 140. Verse, we just read verse 10. We'll read verse 10 again. Let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again, right? This is it for Esau, man. This is the final, what's the word? The last hurrah, right? This is it, right? And their elites know this, but they're in the trick bag, a delusion, They think they're going to be able to offset prophecy. Psalms 21 verse 9. Read down to 12, Lord willing. Psalms 21 verse 9. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger, right? The Lord is going to make you Edomites, you ruling class elites, America the Great, Babylon the Great, as a fiery oven. And what's going to cause a fiery oven? Fervent heat. We're talking fervent heat. We're not talking conventional oven like in your house, in a donut shop, in a fast food establishment. We're talking fervent heat. What's going to cause that? The missiles. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. The Lord Yahweh shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. The fire. The missiles. Going to devour Esau's queendom, America, and the wicked. Right? Beginning with Esau, Edom, these other nations, 2/3 of our people. Right? And then your nobles, Esau's nobles, 1,000 years of slavery. And then what? Obadiah 1 verse 18. Let's touch Malachi 1 and 4 real quick. Malachi 4 verse 1. And it reads, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. Right, this is talking about the destruction. And all the proud, right, America, Esau, Edom, yeah, and all that do wickedly, right, these other nations, primarily Esau, Edom, beginning with Esau, Edom, chiefly beginning with Esau, Edom, the chief offender, right, and then all these other nations, 2/3 of our people, shall be stubble. Stubble in what? In this fire that's coming. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Right? We just read in Isaiah 14 that prepare slaughter for his children. Right? Root nor branch. His children, his children's children, his children's children's children. Right? And his elites, Amalek, they know this. That's why they're moving so quickly, because they know they have but a short time. Psalms 21 verse 9. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. The Lord Yahweh shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. Their fruit shalt thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men, right? Root or branch. For they intended evil against thee, right? The wicked devices. They imagined a mischievous device, right? Going into their grain of rice, the Revelation 13 verse 16 on down. Going into their NWO, which they are not able to perform, right? Because the scriptures say when they're about to fill their belly, right, the Lord shall rain it upon them while they're eating, roughly paraphrasing, right? So it's not going to come to full fruition. They're going to get it off the ground. They're going to launch it. They're going to go through the earth, hipping everybody. But it's not going to come to full fruition. The Lord's going to put a stop. The Lord's going to step in and put a stop to it. Right? It says here, which they are not able to perform. Verse 12, right? Because the Lord put bounds which they cannot pass. Let's get that real quick. That's in Job. Job. Is it 4 or is it 14? Job 4. I think it's in Job 14. Job 14 verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, right? The Lord's determined. The Lord already it's all been played out in the spiritual world. Right? Just like when you're playing a board game. What's that game? Monopoly, do not pass, go. Right? The Lord is determined where Esau can't pass. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, right? So he can't pass a certain point. right? But he's in the trick bag. That's why he's moving the way he's moving. But it's not going to come to fruition. Psalms 21. Let's close. Psalms 21 verse 12. Therefore shalt thou make them turn their back. Right? They're not gonna. They're gonna have to. It's just not gonna happen for Esau, Edom, man. They're gonna get real close. Right? When thou shalt make ready thine arrows, the missiles, upon thy strings, silos, against the face of them. Right? These missiles are gonna fly from one end of heaven to the other. Right? Gog and Magog is going to be roused up. The Medes, the Russians, right? Along with their allies, along with NATO, because NATO is going to, it's Revelation 16 and 17 says, these shall hate the whore. Revelation 17 verse 16. These shall hate the whore and burn her with fire. Matter of fact, let's close with that. Revelation 17 verse 16, it reads, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, the 10 horns is NATO and the EU, right? The beast is NATO, the 10 horns is EU. These shall hate the whore is America, and shall make her desolate and naked. And what's going to cause the whore, which is America, to become desolate and naked? The missiles. And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, the missiles. Right? Something's going to transpire where NATO and the EU is going to turn on America the Great. Stay prayed up, pray without ceasing. Shalom to the hopeful elect.